least have a cursory understanding of who we're talking to. Now we know how to take them into the system. Do you think analytics like this? People that are highly analytic, people, oh yeah, hoo-hoo, you got boxes, they're all tight, they're all the same, they line up, right? But the good news is that there's a system within all these boxes. And the drivers love it because there's a way to get to our goal faster and get everybody motivated. The expressives like the color. They're just nice colors. There's red and there's green. And it's fun. It's fun to go through that. No, seriously. But there's ways that, and why does it help the expressives? It helps the expressive focus, just like what Dawn said. Right? They can get people motivated, but they may not be able to get people to actually take action. That's really important, to take action. And the amiable people know that this is going to help in their way of expressing themselves, which is holding people together. Like there's a way that everybody can be on the same page. So we have the DNA of people, DNA of business, and now the DNA of life. The DNA of life is the glue that kind of holds everything together. It's the laws that govern every area of life. And those who know and follow the natural laws will see success and wealth in every area of life. And those who don't, won't. So we need to see opportunities, how to get things done, and why people do or do not do things. So we need to think or understand how to accomplish anything in life, and we need to take action to see success. See, think, and do, which corresponds to the Napoleon Hill Code, right? You have to conceive it, believe it, to achieve it. Conceiving is the seeing. Believing it is thinking and working it out, and the doing is the achieving portion. So in order to go through the natural laws, we're going to bring up Emily to help us with the natural laws and how that's going to help us develop profitable mastermind groups.
Have you had one of those days, maybe today was that day? Yesterday was that day. An expressive personality will tell you the details. A driver will simply plow through the day and maybe take it out on those around him. An amiable will certainly get out of the way of someone who's having one of those days. And an analytic will explain why it happened, what it means, and how to move beyond it. Yesterday, I had one of those days. Let's just say it involved blown fuses. Not the little bitty ones, but a big one. Multiple trips to the hardware store and this presentation, this dreaded presentation, and gathering the resources I needed to create this presentation. Can you guess my personality yet? Too much detail, too much drama, things that are boring or not fun, and now I'm explaining it all to you. So what can we do on one of those days? How can DNA for Life help? What about thinking on different levels? Well, let's look at the 12 principles to life masteries. Principles 1 and 2 are walls of opportunity and no problems, only opportunities. If I look at the blown fuse as an opportunity to assess the safety of my house's electrical system, perhaps I can see it in a different light. If I see all of the day as a wall of opportunity to be conquered, gotten over, plowed through, can I use that challenge to propel me forward today and beyond, to conquer fears or limitations, to push forward with my business and my life? Principle 3, ideal or nothing. When we have an ideal, we often end up with nothing. So if I have a vision that this dreaded presentation would be magnificent, I'll achieve nothing. However, if I simply set to work on what I do know, I can achieve something, not nothing. Principle 4, time versus priorities. We changed the fuse, but it didn't solve the problem. Did I want to spend the whole day figuring out the fuse issue, or was this the time to call an electrician and live temporarily with the problem? The fuse problem wasn't something I could solve. However, if I made my presentation my priority, it'll move my business forward more than if I spend the whole day worrying about the fuse. Principle 5, thinking, not knowing. I didn't know what to do to fix the fuse problem. Likewise, I didn't know what to talk about today. However, if someone had given me the answers to those problems, what would I have learned? By being disciplined in my actions yesterday, I came to know I'm not an electrician, but I can profitably partner with someone who is. This morning, having this fuse here at the presentation, Ed said, you can't tell what happened because you can't see inside the fuse. You changed the wrong fuse. He said he's got a tester. If I go to his office, he'll loan me the tester. So it's a profitable partnership. I think I'm going to solve my problem without calling an electrician.
Or you could just go buy another fuse and change the other one you didn't
Yeah,
change.
well, there's three. So likewise, I came to know that if I push through the drama, break through the walls of boring and not fun material, if I'm sufficiently disciplined, I can create a presentation for today. Principle 6, good versus great. What's the biggest enemy to a great career, a great relationship, a great presentation? Good is that biggest enemy. However, when the choice is between good versus great or ideal versus nothing, good is better than nothing. I'll strive for great, but good is better than nothing. Principle 7, the lucky 13. This is the principle that if someone pats you on the back in the morning, you'll pass on that positive energy to 13 other people in your day. Well, the same is true of negative energy. So, yesterday, I stayed out of the way of the amiable in my household, so my negative energy about the dreaded presentation didn't affect him, or so I thought. However, when it came down to the wire, he sat with me and helped me think through these principles from a different perspective and helped me craft from good to great. Principle 8, value in life. We've talked a lot about personalities. We've touched on things from a lot of different viewpoints on personalities, but there's a danger if we rely too heavily on personality masteries from a superficial viewpoint. People are more than their 4 primary characteristics, more than their 8 secondary characteristics, more than the exponential 16,000 qualities that are predicated by their primary characteristics. Who knows the kindness in someone's heart, the adversity they've seen, the challenges that they've overcome? By finding value in all of life, in the delightful variety of people, the changing, ever-changing nature of our physical world, in the infiniteness of knowledge, we make sure that it permeates every aspect of our life. Principle 9, roller coaster mystery. Inconsistent actions produce inconsistent results. You know, what can you say about that? It's pretty obvious. However, if I push through the boring and not fun aspects of my business, identify my inconsistencies, and be aware of the tendencies I have to become distracted, I can achieve more. If I got caught up in the drama of the blown fuse, the unwashed dishes in the dishwasher, the unworkable washer and dryer, what can I produce? What results can I see? If I fail in my commitments to a prospect or my presentation, where am I in my business? And where am I with my integrity? Principle 10, stewardship of time, talent, treasure, trust, and truth. The more we do for others, the more we personally gain. When we stop looking for what we can get from our clients and help them get what they need, we'll all prosper. Principle 11, focus, is bringing value to whatever we focus on, to our company, to our business, to our community. Whatever we focus on expands. If I focus on the problem of the fuse, it consumes my whole day. If I focus on creating the presentation, the best customer experience, the best thoughts about what I'm learning, it expands. More ideas open up, more possibilities come to me, and more opportunities present themselves to me. Finally, principle 12, never quit. The only way we can fail is to quit. If I quit trying to solve the electrical problem, I'm stuck with dirty dishes, dirty clothes, lights that won't turn on, clocks that don't keep time, and a bathroom exhaust fan that doesn't exhaust. I'm stuck with things that are out of order, out of control, as well as boring and not fun. If I quit trying to write this presentation, I failed in my commitments. If I quit in my attempt to overcome my fear of speaking in public, I'm never able to share my ideas with others. There's a selfishness to that. If I quit in my business, what will I achieve? How will I reach my full potential? What will it mean to me, my family, my integrity, and my legacy? How can I use my personality, my ability to analyze and understand, and my ability to express myself to propel myself forward through life? I can tap into one of my weaker characteristics or partner with someone who has that driver personality, and I can never quit. I can create systems to build consistency to my business. I can create profitable partnerships to clone myself and achieve more. I can think on a different level.
Wow.
Any questions?
Yeah, how long did it take you to prepare the
More than-
dreaded speech?
More than 3 hours.
Okay.
I just did that.
But you did it.
I did.
What caused you to do it?
I made a commitment to it.
So your commitment is bigger than your fear.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So that's discipline.
They did it without electric.
Half electric.
Right. Mark,
So how are you gonna turn that time into saving you time and making you money? Like, how much time did you really put in?
I really put in probably close to 8 hours.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And so you put in 8 hours, how are you gonna get more than 8 hours back? How are you gonna get, 30 hours back? And how are you gonna make money from that 8 hours you put in?
Driver, tell me how I'm gonna do that.
Does anybody know?
take the video she just did that just got recorded and will be posted very soon and distribute that to her database.
I mean, do you think you did a great job today?
I did a much better job than I anticipated yesterday.
Yeah, you did a spectacular.
It was
Thank
absolutely
you.
unreal.
Okay. Other ideas on how Emily can turn that into 30 hours? So she invested 8. How is she going to turn it into additional 30 hours, and how is she going to make money on it?
I think you did a great job. You spoke volumes in so many levels, and the thing about inconsistencies, that really spoke to me, and that's something I need to work on. So I haven't given that much thought lately, but I liked it. And the way that you can spend less time on it is to use that and expand that, because you've done the hard part. You've done your first presentation, and you've got it all there. Now pick it apart and make each little piece better, and
Thank you.
each piece itself.
Terrific.
John,
Yeah.
Could you use the video to duplicate yourself?
Yes.
So, yeah, that's what I would do with it as a driver.
so on that theme, if somebody wanted to speak, for instance, and they had similar fears, they could take that as not only a template, but as an example
Inspiration.
and inspiration to doing anything. And if you were able to give that to them and be vulnerable to them,
Oh,
do you
yeah.
think you could develop because you were, but share it with them, do you think you could develop a profitable partnership with them and even a group of people?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different ways to
It's
do it.
endless
So
now.
if you do the same presentation again, it won't take you 8 hours. And you'll do
Right.
it twice as good. And then if you do it again, you get this down to where you can go out and you can give this to any, I don't know, real estate group maybe? Maybe? Maybe?
Absolutely.
Okay, and then, I mean, like, are you familiar, since you did the natural laws, are you familiar with the puffer fish principle?
You've talked about it, it hasn't really gotten in there.
It will now.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it will now. See, it's like you blow it up bigger than life. So you just blow it up bigger than life. I mean, that's what the movies do, or video. So
Okay.
you could probably get a number of people that would go ahead and afterwards just go ahead and say something like, yeah, Emily, she's amazing. She's just spectacular. I mean, I'm an international speaker and author, and I've coached and mentored a lot of people, and I've never seen anybody do their. I mean, she's just crazy in front of people. I mean, the insight and the care and the heart is just beyond comprehension. I mean, yeah, if you get a chance to have her speak in front of your group, I mean, she'll blow your mind. I mean, it'll be unbelievable what she will do in minutes. If you get a few people to go ahead and do that, and then the media team takes that and does their magic, you could have, you know, a 30-second, 90-second promo demo of you speaking. And when you speak in front of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, 200,000 people, all of a sudden, people are going to be attracted to you. They're going to come to you rather than you coming to them. That 8 hours, you'll get hundreds or thousands of hours from that 8 hours if you leverage that properly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plus now you know how to get your electric done quicker.
I do.
Bonus. That's right.
It won't cost the electrician.
Wow. So you see the personalities, you see the 530 grid, and now we see the natural laws all coming together. How you too can stand up here and do the same thing. Learn from Emily. Look at the video. Use that as your template, right? And send that out and develop those groups, right? Hey, the work's been done. Don't try and reinvent the wheel, right? Take what resources we have, and it will be posted on thevisionproject.net, and we'll send out emails to everybody who puts your name on the list. And if you have any questions and you'd like to get on that list to get this video, just text us or send us your email. But you can text at 630-386-5306. If you want a copy of that, we'll get it to you free of charge. Okay? And while we're at it, there's free cool stuff at thevisionproject.net/free stuff. Okay? Just a ton of information everybody can take advantage of. And that's why it's there. Why? Because together, truly, everybody does achieve more. No matter what it is that we're trying to overcome. So